Pray to you. First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way the same bird kid. Everybody say they won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey than me.
What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Okay, man. Shout out to my audience, man. Shout out to those that's rocking with me, man. Yeah, we went live earlier, man. But yeah, we back in the kitchen. We cooking, man. Had to get my post-fight thoughts, man. It was a very good fight. Very entertaining. Damn show didn't disappoint. A lot of shit. I'm gonna start with Michel Rivera. Michel Rivera got a lot of heart. A lot of heart. I'm gonna say this right here. Michel Rivera would beat Jermaine Ortiz. I think Michel Rivera beats Loma. I think he beats Pitbull Cruz. Yeah, I think Michel Rivera, and I think he give all the top guys at 135 a good fight. Michel Rivera got a lot of heart. That shit is not cap. So yeah, I'm proud of you, Rivera. You could have folded. Many fighters would have folded. You fought to the end, and you got my respect, pimpin'. Much respect to you. You still gonna be a good fighter, man. And I see you being a world champion one day. You gonna be a world champion. Now let's get to Frank. Frank the Ghost Mark. You know, I'm starting to see why he got that name Ghost. I never thought about it. I honestly never thought about, you know, I don't even never say Frank the Ghost Martin. I always just say Frank Martin. He's a goddamn ghost, ladies and gentlemen. That shit ain't cap. Frank is a goddamn ghost. I think that's his most dangerous asset. It ain't just his power. He's a goddamn ghost. You see him? Yeah, now you see me, now you don't. Yeah, that shit is real. His angle, he be all behind you, and he catch you with a looping shot you don't even see. He very unorthodox. His footwork, I told you he do angles. He'll be on the side of you, and he spins around you. He do a lot of shit. That shit is tricky. Yeah, that's some. Yeah, he like a ghost with that shit. Gotta be honest with you, man. A lot of shit impressed me, man. For one, the most shocking thing of the whole fight, the most shocking event, Michel Rivera to me got one of the best jabs in boxing. Not top 3, not top 5, but one of the best jabs in boxing. Frank took his jab from the first round. Took it from him. In the first round. He made Michel Rivera hesitant because he kept countering with straight lefts to the body. Not only was he countering with straight lefts to the body, he was hitting him. The first 6 rounds, well, I'm going to say the whole fight, he couldn't miss with it. And he missed at times, but he was very accurate with that straight left up top and to the body, and it slowed Rivera down. His body work, that straight left to the body is crisp, and that shit hurt. He was landing the right hook, landed a few uppercuts. I would have loved for him to throw that uppercut a little bit more. But Frank Martin is an A-level fighter. He went in against a very good opponent. And I know, I see a lot of shit. Yeah, I saw that drunk motherfucker talk. What that motherfucker, that bootleg drinking motherfucker said, the Dominican fighters once again set up to lose against a black fighter. You know, and I know a lot of people is secretly running with shit like, Michel Rivera was not set up to lose, ladies and gentlemen. I know how you motherfuckers get sometimes when a black fighter show that he's elite and he show that sauce. Rivera got some sauce too. Frank just had more in the pot. I'm just gonna call this straight like it is. And I got a lot of respect for Rivera, but Frank Martin is special. Can we just say that? Can we say that Frank Martin is any more than what we thought he was? And I saw you, Tank. I saw your comment, bro. You said some shit like, once a fighter, a good fighter, a decent fighter, put on a decent performance like he supposed to, you motherfuckers hop on their bandwagon. Nah, bro. You gonna have to fight Frank. Shakur, y'all motherfuckers gotta see Frank. Frank, he next up. Yeah, this was that kind of fight. I already told the winner of this fight. I'm looking at everybody now. And Devin, my guy, I'm looking at Devin. I'm looking at Shakur, and I'm looking at Tank, and I'm looking at this, and I'm saying, y'all gotta fight this dude. 50-50 fight against either one of them. I'm gonna tell you something about Frank, man. And a lot of you motherfuckers may not have noticed it. Frank hard to hit. I didn't know his defense was that good. Well, I'm gonna be. This the best his defense has ever been since I've seen him fight. He was tricky as fuck, and I already knew his counterpunching skill. I knew his quickness. I knew he had great timing. His defense was next level. His defense was different tonight. It was different. I'm gonna tell you, if I could say one critique, I don't think Frank realized how good his jab is. He stopped using it at times and he started just kind of throwing heavy shots. But when he was throwing the jab, he was beating Rivera. He was out jabbing him. Now the jabs to the body was beautiful, but he don't throw enough jabs up top. So that would be a critique I have for you, pimpin'. Other than that, these dudes got to see you, man. They're gonna have to pull up. Tricky fights, man. Shakur and Tank are southpaw. That's southpaw versus southpaw. And Frank bigger than both of them. He bigger than Shakur. He bigger than Tank. Not saying that he'll beat him because he's bigger than that. And I'm not saying he'll beat him. These are tough fights. These some tough fights. Frank versus Devin, tough fight. Frank versus Shakur, tough fight. Frank versus Tank, tough fight. So it's a lot of sauce in the pot, man. We gonna see what happened. A lot of shit has been shaken up. I'm gonna tell you something, man. This 135-pound division is the best division in boxing, next to the welterweight division. The lightweight division is the most exciting division in boxing if we can get these fights. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.